What is up, boyos? It is a Water Buffalo Man here, and we're back for more Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. Alright, so we're going to be taking on the Fighting Legend FRIEZA event that just dropped. I mean, not that just dropped, but three new missions were added. The 6 Universe Survival Saga, as well as the 6 Universe 6. We're going to be taking them both on in the same one. The team we're going to be running is specifically Universe 6, because we can cover all the bases with that team. These are the guys we'll be running. They're going to have a type disadvantage, at least two of these 6 will, against the final stage, but we should be okay because it is an int type final stage FRIEZA. But we should be alright other than that. But the team we're mainly trying to get here, the pairings we're trying to get, is the dual Keflas, if we can. So we're actually going to run you in slot 1 like that, just so you can build up your supers. You right there, you need 6 key. And we're going to rotate the Kale off. We're going to try to get the dual Kefla rotation. And then the rotational Kale and Kefla as well. The 2 standalone single units that are just got easy A's recently. That's going to be our setup for the rotations. We just want these guys to super as much as they can so they can stack. And they didn't. They supered once, which is kind of not ideal. But this Kefla probably will do a lot of the carrying, to be honest, with just the immense power that she can deal. And the amount of super she can deal, and she raises attack on her super, which is going to be really, really good for us going forward, because the higher attack stat she has, the more damage she's going to do, which will make this stage a lot easier. So this is probably going to be the second rotation. It's going to be the Kale, once transformed into Kale Super Saiyan 2, and then just letting this Kale here at the end rotate off, as well as the Caulifla rotate off, is probably what we're going to be doing for the most part. Generally, because this team is just a powerhouse as is with the dual Kale leads. We are running dual Kale leads if I did not specify. She's a Universe 6 and Transformation Boost, as well as Survival Saga, Universe Survival Saga, and something else. I can't remember the other one exactly. But she's a 170 to Universe 6 and 170 to Transformation Boost, so, and 30% to Universe Survival Saga, which kind of really helps out this whole team since everybody fits both Universe 6 and Survival Saga, so that's kind of nice. And since they're all Universe 6, they all link together quite well. They actually hit kind of hard, too, with the same team. I'm hoping that they're going to get at least the chance to super. Because with this being a longer stage, I know I sound like I'm talking really fast, but it's because I'm trying to get a lot of information in on this stage. With this being a little bit of a longer fight, the more super attacks the units get off that actually stack, the better. Because of the fact that the FRIEZA does gradually get stronger, and in the final 2 stages, he can hit pretty hard on his super attacks. The more supers we get, the better for the team. So I'm glad that Kale's going to get at least a chance to do 1 super here, because that'll give her just that little bit more defense going forward. Which, that's perfect. Alright, so now this next rotation, Super Saiyan Kefla we're getting, which is nice. So we're going to keep her probably in slot 2 again. Ooh, no, actually we're not. We're going to put her in slot 1, because she has that little bit of a defense that these guys do not have at the moment, because they only supered 1 time. And the Caulifla at the end is going to hopefully get off at least 1 super attack. I have a feeling that, the Kefla's going to do fine in slot 1, but a 17 million super attack, just first transformation, like I said, she raises her attack stat with each time she supers, so the more damage she's going to do, the more super she does, the better. And she only did 1, which is fine. That's actually kind of ideal for earlier on in this stage, because that gives us the opportunity to build up everybody else around her. Can you super twice? Thank you. These guys raise attack and defense on their super, which will allow that to carry over when they transform into Kefla. They transform into a Super Saiyan 2 Kefla, to be exact. So the more supers they do, the better as well. This Caulifla, I don't think is going to have a huge advantage on this stage, other than the fact that she can do a high amount of super attacks. Because she usually does better against Pure Saiyans or Universe Survival Saga, and I think she has a high chance to dodge when there's a Peppy Gals or Universe 6 ally on the team, or something along the lines of that. I don't know, but she's dodging everything, which I'm kind of okay with. Like I said, we're going to transform one of these 2. Are you locked in slot 1? You're not. Do you stack in any way? You do not. I'm trying to remember. I haven't used Kale in a while. Let's save that for 1 more turn. Just 1 more turn, we'll wait to save that transformation, because we're also going to utilize my Kale as a Super Saiyan 2 down the line as well, but just not just yet. Let's try to wait till we get to probably full power FRIEZA before we transform, because then we'll have full power FRIEZA, because we'll still have this is 3rd form, we have final form FRIEZA, full power FRIEZA, and then golden FRIEZA, which each stage could take 2 turns, and then we might be out of it, but let's just wait till we're at least at final form before we transform into Kale. Super Saiyan 2, because then that gives us that additional 100% defense for those next 6 turns, which is kind of what we want. And Kale is just going off again, which is absolutely nothing new with this unit because it is a massive powerhouse. I remember when this unit dropped, I did a dual collab with Rado, and he happened to pull a 79% Kale right off the rip, and I only got her to 69%, which I still only have her at 69%, which is kind of funny, but it is what it is. She is on the worldwide download banner, so I'm hoping I could get a copy of her. That would be great. I don't think she is on the banner I'm summoning on, though, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. We are getting a Super Saiyan 2 Kefla now. Alright, realistically, I want to give them one more turn of stacking, which I think they need anyway, because I don't know what their transformation is. 6th turn from the start of battle. It's not even the 6th turn yet, so they need one more turn definitely. So yeah, no biggie there. That gives them at least one more turn of stacking, and it gives them her at least one more turn of stacking as well, which is kind of nice. And that Kale at the end will do at least one more super attack, guaranteed, because there's a Caulifla on rotation, being that the Kale and Caulifla are technically both named Kale in it, or Caulifla, I'm sorry. That does trigger that part of her passive. And since I gave her so many key spheres, she's going to hit a massive super attack. And she greatly raises her attack on her super at this state versus just normally raising. And maybe we're actually going to not get the chance to super attack with the Kale and Caulifla in slot 2 because Kefla is just completely going nuts. Can you not finish her off, please? No. Okay. Cool, thanks. Great, so we didn't get any stacking. That's nice. That's great. Cool. Awesome. But we are now up to the full power Frieza, which is what I said I wanted to transform at, which is what we're going to do right here.
Maybe this form takes so much raw power that you have to lose yourself in it to get here. But I think you're amazing.
Caulifla.
Sorry to keep you waiting this long, Caulifla.
Alright, there we go.
I'm ready to show you just how strong I've become.
We have the Super Saiyan 2 Kale now in slot 1 with... She has 430,000 defense. She raises attack and defense on her super. She gets an additional 120% attack and launches 2 additional attack. Each has a medium chance of becoming a super attack, high chance of guarding, plus additional attack and defense of 60 for 3 turns after receiving an attack, plus an additional 160 and guards all attacks when there's a Universe 6 category ally attacking the same turn, which there is everywhere. So this is going to be the ideal rotation for her. She's going to have a guaranteed guard, and once she gets hit, her stats are going to go up by 60% anyway. There's the stat buff, and there's the 12 million super first attack. And she does, like I said, raise attack and defense on her super attack. So it's only for 1 turn, but she will get that buff for this turn each time she super attacks. And she could launch up to, I think, 3 supers? Because you have the 2 additionals, and then the 1 you could get to pop from the hidden potential system. So right there, we did launch a 3rd additional super attack, a second additional super attack. Overall, could have had all 4 as supers, but it just didn't happen to fall that way. But she does have guard active, does have the triple stacking from the super. Let's see what kind of damage she takes from this. Shouldn't take much at all. Yeah, no, almost absolutely nothing. And these guys in slot 2 need to raise their defense a little bit, so this is kind of perfect. Let them just pop off a double super here. Maybe triple super, please? That would be greatly appreciated. Okay, no, not even going to get a double super. No, not at all. Just a single super. Okay, Caulifla. Alright, yeah, this is not a good situation. If she could launch a triple super, that might be enough to put Frieza down. One more? Oh, nope, that might do it, though. Nope. Okay, so we're going to have to waste a beginning of next turn. Not ideal, per se. But we're actually going to activate this now.
Put me and Kale together, and what do you get? The strongest Saiyans around. Kale! What's Caulifla? It's Kefla!
Alright, so we have a Super Saiyan 2 Kefla now in slot 1. She's only got 293,000 defense. But she does have a high chance of evading enemy's attack, including super attack. And she gets an additional 60% attack and defense when attacking, plus 6 more key spheres, so now she gets an additional 60% on top of that. And then in slot 2, we do have the Kefla, which would have type disadvantage. That's why I kind of didn't put her in slot 1. So let's see. Hopefully Frieza doesn't super right off the rip. He is not going to, so that's perfect. 8.2 million. See, we could have had that attack stat a lot higher if she would have stacked a little more. She didn't, which is fine. But that's the point of the STR Kefla there. She's going to take slot 1 next rotation. Or should I say, if we make it that far. Because right now we've got them in slot 1, or her in slot 1, them in slot 2. And then slot 3 looks pretty good with Kale as well. So, I mean, we might have a pretty solid rotation here. She does have guard or dodge. That's clutch too. I'm not going to complain about dodge. Do I like dodge? No, but will I complain if it happens? Not at all. Because sometimes it does help out. Like that little 3%, 4%, whatever you decide to put in, sometimes can come in clutch, and that right there just did. Because, yeah, she did have her guard active and have 500% or 500,000 defense, but we probably still could have taken close to 400,000 damage, if not more, on that super attack. So, it's kind of nice that we ended up getting out of that. Alright, so. Can I get a double super out of you? I don't know if this Frieza counts as a Universe Survival Saga enemy. I don't think it does. They only did 1 super again. Not digging the 1 supers at a time. Honestly, that's kind of getting a little old from that unit. But with this unit, guaranteed 2 supers because of the fact there's a Caulifla on rotation. That's fine. She's going to raise her stats twice. Triple super, I'm fine with that. Triple supering is great because that raises their stats, like I said, 3 times. And she only had about 500k defense to begin with. So that kind of builds that up a little bit better. Alright, now this rotation, we got to take a look and see what we have. We should have the dual Keflas, which we do. Which we do. She has a high chance of evading. Plus an additional attack of 160, defense of 60 with 2 or more. Launch an additional super with 4 or more. Chance of evading plus super attack 20%. Yeah, see, I can't give her 6. I can give her 2. So 2 is what she's going to have to deal with. I'm just going to have to hope she can dodge. Because there's a lot of attacks in slot 1, and I'm not trying to use an item right about meow. So we're going to try to get out of doing that. Hopefully she can dodge a lot of the attacks. You need to dodge. Thank you. Dodge. Thank you. Dodge. Thank you. And dodge. Okay, nope. Didn't dodge. Cool. Dodge again. Okay, cool. Didn't dodge there either. Bet. Alright, so 27 million. Alright, she's going to do quite a bit of damage here. If Frieza supers and she doesn't dodge, that could be game. But I'm kind of hoping that she doesn't. Oh, perfect. He's not supering at all, so that might, though, mean the super is at the end, which is really, really bad, because we do have a huge type disadvantage at the end. This was the rotation I was kind of hoping we wouldn't get coming into this stage. But as long as the Caulifla at the end can dodge, which she should, I don't know why she shouldn't. She dodged earlier every attack. I think she gets a high dodge chance per Universe 6 category ally on the team. She is double supering as well. She has supered quite a bit, so her defense stats should be kind of high to begin with. Yeah, she dodged everything. Perfect. We want to go U in slot 1, definitely. Do we risk it? Because she does have, like I said, she does have the guaranteed guard. That is built in perfectly. They do have a 17 dodge. Do I do this? Drop these key spheres down and then grab these for the... I think I do. I think I do just to get that extra bit of health. Because like I said, she does have the guard. Now her defense is going to be even higher because she got hit again. She does have the dodge. And this should be game right here with a Dokkan mode, no question. Even if... Yeah, that's game. Perfect. So again, not too difficult. I could have used items and would have made this a lot less... I don't want to say stressful because it wasn't stressful at all. I had faith in this team that they could do it. That's kind of why I threw them together the way I did. But easily you could have gotten through this if you had to use items anyway. Not a big issue. It doesn't say no items. I just wanted to see how easy it would be. And it actually kind of proved to be pretty easy. This is probably going to be when I start doing showcases again, if I start to do them again, if that's what you guys want to see. This is probably the stage I'll be using because it actually does do quite a bit of damage on that final 2 stages. If things fall properly. But there you guys have it. That is how you beat the Fighting Legend Frieza stage, both for the Universe Survival Saga and Universe 6 mission. Let's grab both of those really quick. There you have it. Just gives you 2 skill orbs for a Frieza unit and 10 free stones. But thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time when we take this stage on with the Space Traveling Warriors. See you guys then.